they start the episode, and the main group is like taking turns keeping watch. And they're like, sorry. And they're like, oh yeah, we should go back to the flag.
So they go back to the flag, and they're like, oh hey, it's gone. Well, I guess Calamon was around here.
We see Rika hanging out in the forest with Renamon, and then it cuts to Beelzemon being like, Beelzemon's riding his motorcycle, and he's like, I got the evolution I wanted, I'm big and strong now, but now I gotta go find something to fight to test it.
I feel like before we go, I should quickly note, like, yeah, Rika's in, like, a forest. She is so far away from the others. Like, this is a completely different biome.
Yeah, no idea how she got there.
Yeah, she just went in the wrong direction very hard. But yeah, Beelzemon's like, oh yeah, I gotta just kill something to, like, prove how strong I am. And he just goes out and he finds, like, a bunch of Kurosarimon. And he's like, yeah, you know what? This'll do.
Kenta and Kazu are bummed because they haven't found their partners. Leomon is like, oh yeah, I'm sure you'll find your partners. And then Jerry's like, did you mean it? And he's like, nah, I just thought they'd be depressed if I didn't say anything.
Are we gonna touch on the scene where Beelzemon just kills a bunch of Kurosarimon?
It hasn't happened yet.
Okay, it's later.
I'm just kind of going in order. But yeah, they go back to the flag and nobody's there. And then we cut to the real world.
Right, yeah, where it's like a thing like, was it Yugoth? No, Hypnos, yeah. Hypnos has been taken over by a bunch of our, like, government people, because, like, Yamaki's been demoted, so they're just like, alright, we'll just boot up Hypnos and, get things going again.
Yeah, and guess what? They don't know what they're doing.
Oh boy, don't they. Like, even more than Yamaki, which is, like, insane.
Yeah, Yamaki at least knows how to operate the thing. These guys come in and they're like, oh yeah, we know how this works.
Yeah, they're like, oh hey, boot up Hypnos, and it, like, immediately causes a sandstorm in the digital world, because they're, like, probing into this other world with their, like, weird human technology.
Yeah. Now, honestly, like, they're freaking out at Hypnos, despite the fact that, like, the most they're dealing with is, like, some annoying alarms going off, and it's like, oh, we can't shut it off. And then the kids are, like, caught in this crazy storm that allows Takato to make contact with Yamaki.
Yeah, because, like, it's destroying the bridge between worlds, seemingly.
Yeah, or more accurately, I think it's that it opens the portal to the digital world.
Yeah.
So it allows communication.
So he gets in contact with Yamaki, and then they shut Hypnos down for a bit. I think that's when we get the big Beelzemon scene, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. Takato sends a message telling Yamaki they're okay. Rika and Renamon are hanging out in the forest, and here's the Beelzemon scene.
Yeah. Because, so I will point out, in the sub, this scene is great, because he just swaggers off the bike and starts, just wiping him out to his own, just super, chill theme music.
Yeah, Beelzemon has his own theme song.
His theme song's got some effing Western swagger to it. It's like, holy crap.
It's so strange. It's not as intense as you would think it would be.
It's like he's murdering all his, Kurosarimon. It's like, I get the impression that this scene's meant to be like, oh, he's basking in his power. It's supposed to be, trying to make you feel how much of, a rush this is for him, Yeah. And, here's the thing.
The song is all about how cool Beelzemon is, and oh yeah, the darkness, I'm the best, and blah blah blah.
My black wings are better than yours.
Also, most of the scene takes place in slow motion.
Yeah, as his gun just blows up Kurosarimon that aren't even close to his bullets. A bunch of them just like fused together into Infamon, and he's like, "Oh, you're actually kind of tough now. All right, let's see what you got." And he puts his guns away and just one shots it. And he's like, "Oh, that's amazing."
Just does a flip, does like a flip over him, hits him with Darkness Claw, and kills him.
成熟期デジモンじゃ張り合いねえが、まあつまみ程度にはなるってもんだ。なあ、クリサリモン。そう来なくっちゃな。相手にとって不足はねえぜ。ダブルインパクト。
So, like, I remember seeing this episode as a kid. I remember that scene in the dub being way different. So I looked up and, like, I was super right, because, like, in the dub, it's just playing, like, generic villain music over the entire thing.
Yeah, I'm going to assume they frame it as like, oh yeah, look how bad this is. He's killing all these Digimon.
He's so threatening and evil.
Well, this isn't exactly what I had in mind, but I suppose a little target practice couldn't hurt. Isn't that right, little Chrysalimon? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna enjoy hearing you scream. How about a double impact? This is way too easy!
And then in the original, he's like, "Yeah, I'm so strong."
Yeah, he's like basically getting off on it. He's like, "Oh man, this is great."
It's the opening scene to Devil May Cry 5. Yeah, there's a scene where he shoots some Kurosariman behind him. Like, he takes a shotgun and puts it under his left armpit and fires behind him.
Just no look gets him.
Like, he's doing fireworks. He's doing Dante moves.
He's doing trick shots. Like, he loves it.
Absolutely loves it.
It's the best.
Also, apparently distance might not matter all that much with Kulamon's evolution thing, because say Kulamon, screw it. Kulamon's sitting in the forest, and like the scene is happening with Beelzemon elsewhere, and it triggers the evolution.
Yeah.
Kurosarymon to Inframon.
Yeah, that's a weird detail, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I watch the dub versions, like, Inframon just straight up shouts Spider Shooter because of course. It feels so much goofier in comparison.
Yeah,
like,
in the original, Infermon's just a bit like, oh, look, it's a big scary Digimon for Beelzemon to kill and show off.
It's like, it's the same voice clip from the movie, just straight up.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, I know this is what Digimon do, but holy crap, this does not match the scene, it feels like. Like, none of this feels like it matches what this is meant to be. Like, in the dub at least. In the sub, it's great.
Yeah. And then Chatsurumon shows up and he's like, okay, we gave you what you wanted, now you go kill those kids.
I should point out that's like the dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chatsurumon.
Yeah, so Beelzemon's like, alright, fine, I'll go kill some kids then. He, like, just drives off, and, like, yo. He, like, I feel like he pretty quickly finds... No, wait, yeah, Rika first gets, like, swept up because, like, there's a flood.
Yeah, Renamon went off to find food, and Rika's hanging out with these weird creatures that were hanging around Calamon.
Yeah, they seem pretty friendly.
Yeah, Rika's like, oh, I'm thirsty, and then they grab her and pull her to, like, a nearby lake or pond or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a really nice-looking lake.
Apparently the water's really good, but then a giant wave comes along for some reason.
It just gets her back to the main group because screw it.
Yeah, also Rika finds Calamon.
Yeah.
Calamon saves her life.
Yeah, straight up.
Calamon, like, ties a branch to some vines and throws it in the water for her to grab, and it's like, wow, Calamon, that was the most competent thing you've ever done, I think.
Like, good on you for, like, thinking fast, man.
Yeah.
Calamon tied that rope quick. Yeah, so she gets, like, saved, and she gets Calamon, brings him back to the group. And, like, is this where... No, this is a different scene. Yeah, she brings him back, and, like, Beelzemon just pretty much immediately finds them, and they're like, hey, wait, is that... Oh my god!
There is a little something that happens before that I'm not too crazy about. It won't take much from this, yeah. And it's just when they're falling out of that forest area because like a portal opens up in the sky. I don't know. They're falling to the ground, and Rika has Renamon transform into Cubimon to like save them, so they don't.
Yeah, and she just like just taps her on the side as they fall or something. It looks super goofy.
So my issue with the scene is that. Did we have to have a full-on like Digivolution sequence for this?
No, we really didn't.
With the evolution theme and everything.
No, this is purely to pad for time.
It totally is. It just bugs me because like they could have had Renamon like start glowing and then like that cocoon of energy like goes around her for a second and then she's Cubimon.
Yeah.
Like, they could have just done that.
Yeah, just like, had quick transformation, then you have a bit of, like, action with it, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. There's no action. There's this big build-up for an evolution that's just, okay, catch Rika.
She doesn't even really catch her. Like, Rika just sort of, like, touches her side as she falls, and it's fine.
Yeah, she kind of, like, bounces off of her.
Yeah, it's very awkward looking.
Okay, no, it's just... it's just how fast they land. I think Rika's supposed to have been on top of Cubimon's back.
It looks so weird in motion.
Where is she? Wait, where was she? She just appeared. That's slow-mo VLC?
I'll have to, like, go back and rewatch that, because this is, like, something.
Oh, there we go. If I hold down the space bar, it'll kind of, like, pause and unpause rapidly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so what's going on, man?
Okay. Cubimon had Rika covered in her tails.
What?
I don't, like, like, Rika was on Cubimon's back, and while Cubimon is falling, you can see Cubimon's tails, like, over her back. And then Rika pops out of that and jumps off of her back really fast and lands.
That's so weird.
I think the idea is that she caught her, like, she was on her back, and then she was holding her with her tail so that she wouldn't fall off when they landed.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's what they were going for. It just happens so fast watching casually that it looks like Rika just, like, pops out of nowhere.
Yeah, because I saw her, like, just touch Cubimon, and she was just on the ground. I guess that was her getting off, and I was like, oh, I guess she just, like, touched her as she landed, and that was enough to help. What a weird sequence.
Yeah, paste.
But yeah, like...
There you go.
Wait, just paste the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it looks like you should totally be able to see Rika there, and you probably should.
Yeah, because, like, that's a shot of, like, Rimon's landing with her tails, like, over the thing, over, like, her back. And I just, like, I saw Rika land, like, a second later, and I just assumed that, like, Rika fell from, like, out of frame, right?
Okay, I think I have the frame where you first see any part of Rika.
Oh my god.
Where's Discord?
Okay, I'm interested in this. What's this look like?
There we go.
Alright.
I'm the one derailing the discussion now for stupid crap.
Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Oh my gosh.
So here's what it is. They just wanted a quick shot of them landing, and it didn't matter. And
yeah,
it really doesn't. Like, the very next frame is Cubimon's tails are out of the way, and Rika's just there.
Yeah, because I saw that frame, and I missed this one, I guess.
Here's the last one I'm gonna post.
Oh my gosh.
Like, unless I missed a frame or two, like, pausing and unpausing, that's the next frame.
Yeah, because, like, I remember seeing that as, like, oh, I guess she just touched Cubimon on the back as she landed, and that was, like, up to stop her fall or whatever.
Yeah. Also, feel free to use these for visual aids while we're talking over this thing that...
I mean, we're, like, pretty much past the scene anyway. I'll throw them up for, like, the YouTube upload or whatever, I guess.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, whenever you upload it, just, like, save these images and so people can see what I'm talking about.
I feel like the easier way to do this would probably be to just, like, find that, like, clip somewhere, or, like, just find some way to convert it or whatever. Because the method I've been using to, like, convert these files into MP4 has stopped working. So I need to find some more way to do that. But yeah, so, like, they find Beelzemon, and they're like, oh my god, you're Impmon!
And more specifically, it's Cubimon who recognizes him.
Yeah, because they spell that time together. He's just straight. Yeah, and he's just stripped like, hey, yo, sorry kids, but I got killed, ya.
Yeah, pretty much.
He just points a gun at Cubimon, which is kind of weirdly funny to me.
I wonder, like, it's Digimon and that's his attack and everything. I wonder if they censored that in the dub.
I don't think they did. Because, like, how would you? His weapon is guns.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just something I was curious about.
Yeah.
Probably they probably don't censor it because it's a Beelzemon aiming a gun at another. It's a Digimon aiming another gun at a Digimon.
Yeah, I feel like, overall, like, the impression I've got is that it's like Tamers isn't as, like, localized as the other seasons.
Yeah.
Like, it's, got, like, jokes localized and stuff, but it's like, it seems like it's way more okay with, like, serious elements, right? At least that's, like, from what I understand of it.
Yeah. Does Beelzemon's bike have red eyes?
It does have a weird, like, skin texture before it gets to the pipes.
I think it's got... Okay, there's like a red casing, and then I think the headlights are underneath it, so it looks like the headlights are red.
Yeah, it's weird. Weird design for a bike, because it's a Digimon bike.
It's cool. I like it. Of course I do.
Gotta make that Beelzemon deck eventually.
I don't have to.
No, but you gotta, though.
They're like, oh yeah, you're Ipmon. And Beelzemon's like, nah, that guy's gone.
Like, nah, I'm not. And gets ready to just, like, just shoot them, and they're ready to duke out, like, effing, like, Cubimon evolves, and, like, meanwhile it cuts to people at Hypnos, and they're like, oh yeah, activate Shagai, and it's like, wait, why? And they're like, no, just do it, though.
Just do it, though, plot convenience. Yeah, Cubimon digivolves and continues to be the best evolution sequence.
So they activate Shagai, and they're immediately like, oh hey, we can't stop it. Oh. It's like...
Sorry, something I just kind of realized about the evolution when I was watching it is like... It's so, like, heavily shadowed, but then parts of the evolution are, like, extremely bright.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just cool looking. Like, the contrast.
It's so cool. But yeah, like... Yamaki has to show up at Hypnos and stop Shagai for them, because he's the only one who knows how this crap works. Like, him and his presumed girlfriend.
Yeah. Also, Yamaki's got a guy on the inside who called him up, and it's like, hey, these guys are screwing up everything.
Hey, also, they don't know how this Lovecraft stuff works, maybe you should do it.
Yeah. Also, Susie, Henry's sister, has a doll of Terriermon.
Yeah, I didn't get an Ojo, but it looks like she made it. Like, she just took a stuffed bunny and just, like, strapped a horn onto it.
Yeah, and it looks like she colored in bits of it with crayon.
Yeah. Which is adorable.
It's got, like, whiskers. It's like, It's knockoff Terriermon.
Why have they never sold that in stores?
Ah, yes, knockoff Terriermon, my favorite Digimon.
Knockoff Terriermon, of course, the best. Knockoff Terriermon should be its own Digimon.
It's like a fake Crash.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that?
In, like, the Crash Bandicoot commercials?
Not the commercials. Fake Crash has been made canon. And he's modeled after, like, a bootleg Crash Bandicoot plush. And the developers are like, that's hilarious. And they, like, made a Crash, like, duplicate. Or a Crash clone that looks like the doll. And just made him part of the games.
Yeah,
he's usually like a background element or something, but
yeah, all I know is about, like, you know, the commercial where it's like Crash is racing fake Crash. It's just guys in, like, the suits.
Yeah.
Oh man. If you have time, look up, like, Japanese Crash Bandicoot commercials. They're a trip.
I know the English one where it's just the guy in the costume, like, running around and yelling at people.
There's just one where it's, like, just this weird old man who, like, paints himself orange and runs around in shorts because he wants to be like Crash. It's so good.
I like, apparently, I think there's one where, like, the guy in the Crash suit has, like, a megaphone. He's standing outside of Nintendo headquarters. He's, like, trash talking Mario stuff.
Yeah. Boy, that didn't age well.
It's funny, though.
Man, Mario, you're nothing. You'll never compete with Crash, Mr. like icon of gaming who's had like 50 years of good games behind him.
Drawing, you scared, plumber boy? Something like that.
Well, Mario's just sitting in his like ivory tower in like, you know, the suit from Odyssey, just looking down, just like disapprovingly.
Release the hounds.
Release the Koopas.
Just dogs with like fake shells on their backs.
No, it's like it's chain chomps.
Ah, there we go.
They're just chained up to the building. And Crash is like, oh, I don't think I'd spin that. He's like, no, wait.
That's Crash enough to run away from.
Yeah, like the chain chomps come out super dramatically and you see Crash like pick up the fruit bazooka. End of commercial.
Oh man. So Chetsuramon shows up. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, the dog.
Beelzemon bails. I'm not quite sure why. I mean, ultimately, I think it's because he doesn't actually want to fight the kids, and he's just using the storm as an excuse to be like, alright, I'm leaving.
So I get the impression it's like the storm starts lifting him up and stuff, and he's like, okay, I don't want to get sucked somewhere else, so I'm just gonna leave for now, and I'll attack them later.
Sure. And then Talamon shields everybody except Takato and Henry, who are too far out, and they get blown away by the wind and sucked into light portals.
I think specifically it's like Takato, Henry, and Terriermon.
Yeah, Takato alone and Henry and Terriermon go into another one.
Yeah, because like Guilmon and Takato get like separated. And it's
they could have had a fun thing where Takato had to travel with Terriermon for a bit.
And Henry had to travel with Guilmon.
That would be a little less interesting because Terriermon's kind of a little punk.
Yeah. That's fair.
Guilmon's just generally good boy, and he would just follow Henry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is fine. I love Guilmon.
Yeah. I'd want to see Henry just alone having to use his martial arts against a Digimon. Just like some low-leveled rookie. I just want Henry to be able to defeat a Digimon with his bare hands. Like he gets attacked by like a Goblimon or something, and he just karate chops it, and the Goblimon's just like, he just runs off.
Ah, crap, that hurt. Alright, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Just something like just something goofy and small like that, you know, because it's been established.
So Yamaki shuts down Shagai.
Yeah, pretty much immediately too. Like they get right to it.
Yeah, kind of crazy how knowing how the machine works is a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's like, alright, well, I guess Yamaki's back on the team then.
Well, they probably kick him out, even though he stopped the bad thing. But hey,
yeah. But yeah, that's where the episode ends, isn't it?
yep.
The cliffhanger of like, oh no, Guillemon's without Takato.
Yeah, Guillemon just says Takato, and then it ends.
Yeah. Man, poor Guillemon.
He'll be fine.
Right, that reminds me, like, I'm sure you saw it, but I do want to quickly point out that, like, I looked up which episodes that, like, you know, the guy who did the Dark Ocean stuff was responsible for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that you posted that.
So yeah, it's pretty much like, you know, the, like, opening 3 episodes. Episode 7, which is, like, you know, the one where it's, like, Guillemon gets sucked away into the weird, like, Lovecraftian space and has to be saved by the Lovecraft reference.
Yeah.
And it's, like, the other 2, like, 2-parters, basically. Like, the Boar fight and, like, you know, the War Grammon 2-parter. And that's all of everything is, like, worked on so far, basically. So I'll be looking for that stuff in the future.
Alrighty.
Because, like, I saw the, like, what the episode did next was. So it shouldn't be too hard to, like, you know, remember what that specific episode is. Because it's the one that's title is a super big spoiler.
Oh, is it just straight up? Does it just say?
Yep, just straight up.
Hold on. Oh wait, why am I going to look up Digimon Tamers episodes? I have all the episodes.
Just straight up, just says it.
What number is it? Do you know?
It's let's see, yeah, 34. Straight up. It's like 34 and 35.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, I'm not gonna say what it is just in case people watching, like, care, but boy is that a spoiler.
Yeah. The Digimon series has never cared about spoiling what's gonna happen in an episode.
Yeah.
Digimon 2020, the most recent episode, is literally called something like The Mega Digimon War Greymon.
Right, that's another thing I should mention. Because, like, what was it? It was like 20 songs when you said they changed the opening?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, didn't they change the opening of, like, episode 27 to include Beelzemon?
Yeah. They changed it, and instead of Beelzemon being all shadowy, so you couldn't see it completely, you could see Beelzemon fully.
Yeah, I watched the opening now because I want to see it, and boy do they just show everything.
Yeah, they sure do.
Just, like, actually everything. Like, and not in the terms of, like, just plot or whatever, but it's just straight up like, oh hey, it's not just Beelzemon, it's like Beelzemon burst mode. You see it.
Yeah, it's not just the Beelzemon we're seeing right now, it's spoiler Beelzemon.
And you see every single Tamer's, like, mega form of their Digimon.
Yeah.
And it moves on to a shot of, like, just, like, the group staying with their Digivices, and you can just see what Kenta and Kazu's partners are.
Yep.
They're just right there. And
I think gets a stronger partner than the other.
I think you would, like, just see, like, some other Tamers at some point, and it's like, oh, so I guess you get a Digimon too then, huh? Okay.
Yeah, they've always done this, even from, like, the very first series. Like, the second episode, it says that Agumon turns into Greymon, and then it shows Greymon in the picture. Like,
yeah,
you don't even get to be like, ooh, what's Greymon gonna look like? And it's like, oh.
I hate that they do that, because it's like, the mystery's so much more fun, though,
Yeah. Granted, knowing that we see War Greymon in the most recent episode of 2020, it's not nearly as cool as watching the actual scene. Because it's one of those episodes where they're like, all right, here's the budget.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I do remember, like, I saw someone just say randomly in a Discord, like, oh man, I wish more Greymon kept, like, the parts from, like, the other Melgarurumon form, because they appear for a second before becoming his claws.
Yeah, he doesn't keep the weird, like, blade railgun thing. Also, yeah, I didn't realize that the opening on 27 actually showed their mega forms. Like, I wasn't paying attention to that. I might have been skipping around.
Cause, like, I remember, like, as a kid, you're seeing the opening, like, I don't think the original one, like, even really spoiled the champions, did it?
No, it does.
Okay, yeah, because I don't think it shows, like, the ultimates or megas, though.
No, it did. It showed the ultimates from the very beginning.
Just not the megas?
Yeah. Like, the megas were in shadow.
Because I do remember seeing, like, the megas, like, in shadow and being like, ooh, I wonder what that giant shape is. Like, what's Guilmon gonna become that's, like, just this big, indistinct, like, blob with, like, a round edge to it. Is that gonna be, like, a big, crazy dinosaur or something? What's this gonna be?
Yeah.
And, that was, like, just, like, thinking about that was, like, super fun,
Yeah. Yeah, the opening always showed the ultimate. We just never saw the mega until 27, where they're just like, all right, spoiler time.
It'd be really neat if they came out with, like, a new Digimon series with a new cast, and we got to the point where we could, like, watch it shortly after it comes out, like, unspoiled.
It would be very cool to see a new series with, like, they have everybody in the main cast as new Digimon with forms we've never seen.
Yeah.
And they don't spoil it in the title card.
Because, like, that'd be
very nice.
Yeah. Just, we get, like, a shadow of, like, oh, what does, like, Darkdramon Green turn into or something? Like, what's Tankdramon Green's new mega? And we just don't know, but we can tell it's not Darkdramon.
So, yeah. Tankmon does have an evolution.
Yeah. Technically.
I learned that in the 2020 anime.
Oh, they just do it?
I saw, like, it's like it teases a Digimon is going to be the antagonist for the episode, and it's like, wait, are those tank treads? No way. and then he shows up later, and it's like, Tankdramon, yo!
It's so cool. I wish I knew about it sooner, because it's such a cool, like... So you probably know about that line, right?
All I know now is that Tankmon has an evolution, which is something I've always wanted.
So that's, like, actually the Darkdramon line, because they're called the D Brigade Digimon.
Huh.
And it's like the rookie form is like Commandramon, and it's like a little dinosaur man with an assault vest and a gun.
Okay, I gotta look this up.
And, like, champion, it's like Sealsmon, as in, like, like, Navy SEALs or whatever, and it's like an assassin dinosaur military man with, like, a knife.
Commandramon's awesome!
Yeah! It's like a military-themed, like, Digimon line that leads to Darkdramon, who's just a super cool, just, like, armored, like, dragon man with, like, just flaming wings, and he looks awesome.
Oh, Sealsdramon. Ah. Yo, these are so cool.
They're so cool, though.
Tankdramon's kind of off the rails, though, because it deviates from that form so hard.
Yeah, you gotta go weird on the ultimate.
And then Darkdramon just drops the military design altogether, which is kind of lame.
Yeah. I love their gimmick in the card game, because they came out this set. The whole thing is, there's multiple Commandramon cards. And, like... Basically, it's like Commandramon, Tankmon have, like, effects that, like, let you search for more Commandramon to play. And the big thing with that is that, like, based on the number of, like, D-Brigade Digimon in your graveyard, it becomes way more cost efficient to, like, just summon Darkdramon from your hand. And he has an effect that lets you attack the turn he's summoned. So your goal is to just spam Commandramon and, like, use Tankmon support to get as many of them in the grave as possible, and then you just throw out Darkdramon and just wreck the other guy. Because you just suddenly have, like, a Mega that has, like, stupidly high attack, and he can just go for it. But yeah, it's such a fun play style. I love it.
I love that this thing is just a dinosaur in military gear with a machine gun.
Yeah, it's so good.
How come we never saw this guy in the mainline games?
Yeah. Give us Commandramon, dang it. He's so cool. Oh, man.
M16 Assassin. DCD Bomb. It's just an M16 Assault Rifle.
Just straight up.
Yeah, the move is called M16 Assassin.
Oh, man.
Sealsdramon's still pretty cool.
Sealsdramon's like...
It's kind of, I'm having a hard time getting good image of it because, as usual, like, Digimon images are tiny.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why.
Sealsdraw's just straight up like, it's a champion. I think it does look cool, but boy is it a champion.
Yeah. Open image in new tab. This one's kind of... No.
Alright, does this work? Too small?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just something that they do with every Digimon. You can't find big images of a lot of, like, anything. That's just... I don't know why.
Yeah. Wait, this thing is, like, in the manga? Alright.
I believe anything is in the manga.
Yeah. This has, like, blades coming off of his shoulders that he uses like knives.
I think Commandramon's cooler, though.
Yeah. Because it's, like, the potential of the rookie, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's a cooler rookie than, like, what the crap is this thing? This can't... Wait, no, is this a real Digimon? I'm just gonna link you the image, because I just found this. I don't know if this is real, but it looks real.
Yeah, freaking... I think it's Gundramon.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that thing's real.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, it's literally Gundramon.
Oh, yo.
It's just made out of infinite guns.
Infinity guns.
It's so stupid, I love it.
So, do we have anything else to say about the episode?
No, not really.
Or are we good? Do we have any final thoughts or whatever?
No, not really.
Alright, I'm just getting this off now.
Hey, Digimon's cool.
Digimon's cool. You get dinosaurs with guns, that's awesome.
Dinosaurs literally made of guns.
It's like... It really is true, the old thing of, like, oh yeah, like, you take, like, Pokemon designs, you have, like, something simple, and you go up to, like, a monster form that's, like, bigger and cooler. Digimon designs, Form 1 is, like, just Stage 1. Like, Stage 2 is, like, Final Form Pokemon, and Stage 3 you just strap as much gear to them as possible, and then turn them into a knight.
Yeah, give them belts and guns, and you're good.
Yeah. Just straight up, it's like, take a dinosaur, strap guns to the dinosaur, and then find some way to turn that into a knight. That's what Digimon is. Alright, well, I guess I see you all around.
Yeah, later.
Later.